If you've ever been proud of how far you walked, only to realize the hardest part was standing up from the chair afterward. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And there's a simple reason it keeps happening. Walking is one of the best habits you can have after 50. It's great for your heart, your mood, and even your mind. But when it comes to keeping your legs strong, stable, and ready for everyday life, walking has quietly been given a promotion it never applied for. It's a little like expecting a toothbrush to mow your lawn. Wonderful tool, wrong job. The surprising part is that 5 simple movements can build the strength walking often leaves behind. One of them targets a muscle that acts like your body's natural shock absorber. Most people don't even know it exists. Yet when it gets weaker, climbing stairs, getting off the floor, and even standing in line start feeling harder. We'll reveal that muscle in just a few minutes. Exercise 1. Sit to stand. Before you dismiss this as just standing up, remember something. Your body doesn't. Every time you rise from a chair, your brain asks your legs one simple question. Can we do this without borrowing help from the knees? If the answer is no, the knees volunteer. They always do. They're generous like that. Here's something I genuinely love about the body. It isn't trying to make your knees sore. It's simply sending the workload wherever someone is willing to take it. Unfortunately, the knees are terrible at saying no. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet about hip-width apart. Lean forward slightly. Tighten your core by gently drawing your belly button toward your spine. Breathe out and stand without pushing off your thighs if you can. Need an easier version? Use a taller chair or lightly press the armrests. Ready for more? Lower yourself back down over 4 slow seconds before standing again. This is already doing more for your leg strength than adding another 10 minutes to today's walk. Because strength grows when muscles work against resistance, not just repetition. Give this a couple of weeks, and standing from your favorite chair may stop feeling like the opening scene of an old Western. Next, we'll challenge something walking barely touches at all: your balance under pressure. Exercise 2. Side step with control. Most people think balance disappears because of age. More often, it disappears because the muscles responsible for keeping you upright stop getting invited to the party. Walking moves you mostly forward. Life doesn't. You step sideways to avoid a puddle, reach across the kitchen, carry groceries through a doorway, or move out of someone's way in the supermarket. That's where this exercise shines. Stand with your feet together, knees slightly soft, and step slowly to one side before bringing the other foot in. Stay tall, keep gentle tension through your core, and breathe normally. Think smooth, not speedy. If you're just starting, make the steps small and keep one hand resting on a countertop. Once 10 clean steps each way feel comfortable, place a light resistance band around your knees for an extra challenge. It looks almost too easy, which is exactly why so many people underestimate it. Nobody has ever walked into a family barbecue announcing, "You'll never believe my incredible sideways stepping." Yet these small muscles quietly keep you from wobbling every single day. The payoff? Turning around, stepping off a curb, and walking across uneven ground begin to feel far more confident. Now, remember the mystery muscle we mentioned earlier? This is where things get interesting. Exercise 3. The hidden hip muscle. The answer isn't your knee. It isn't even your thigh. It's a muscle on the side of your hip called the glute medius, and it's one of the biggest reasons your knee stays aligned when you move. This is one of those moments where medicine had to eat a little humble pie. We spent years focusing almost entirely on the knee itself. Then we realized the hip had been doing half the job all along. Slightly embarrassing for us, wonderfully useful for you. Lie on one side with your legs straight. Lift your top leg slowly without rolling your hips backward. Then lower it with control. Need an easier version? Bend the bottom knee for extra stability. Ready for more? Pause for 3 seconds at the top of every lift. Keep your belly gently engaged and don't chase fatigue. Your goal isn't exhaustion. It's teaching the right muscles to finally join the conversation. Once this muscle wakes up, the next exercise becomes surprisingly powerful. Exercise 4. Supported split squat hold. Now that your hips are finally doing their share of the work, it's time to teach both legs how to work independently. Hold on to a sturdy countertop or the back of a chair. Step 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Then lower yourself just a few inches into a comfortable split stance. Hold for a few seconds before returning to the starting position. If you're new to this, keep the movement shallow and use both hands for support. Once you can complete 10 controlled repetitions per side, try holding the bottom position a little longer, or using just one hand for balance. Keep your belly button gently drawn toward your spine. Breathe steadily, and stop well before your muscles completely give up. Progress comes from consistency, not from winning an argument with your legs. This movement is far better than simply walking because it teaches each leg to carry its own weight. Real life does that every day. Walking mostly lets both legs share the workload. For women, this often means feeling steadier when carrying laundry or shopping bags. For men, it helps maintain the strength needed to climb stairs and rise from lower seats without relying on momentum. And speaking of stairs. Exercise 5. Slow step down. Walking takes you across the ground. Going downstairs asks your legs to slow your entire body. Those are two completely different jobs. Stand on the bottom step of a staircase or a low platform. Slowly lower one heel toward the floor without dropping your weight. Return to the starting position and repeat before switching sides. Need an easier version? Use a shorter step and hold the railing. Ready for more? Make every lowering phase last 4 slow seconds. This is my favorite kind of exercise because it teaches control instead of courage. Your knees usually don't need you to be fearless. They need the rest of your leg to stop leaving them with all the paperwork.